All right, this is Tom Pearson at the Contractors Coach, and I'm here today with Steve Whelan and Cathy Wells of LWE Builders in Canada. And the reason that we're having this conversation this morning is to award you two with the Contractors Coach Grand Slam Growth Award for 2020. So this award is in recognition of your sales accomplishments this year. Do you have that award? I think I see it peeking up there.
Yes,
yes, okay. Excellent. Excellent. So before we get into the story behind the success that you guys have had this past year, please just give us a little bit of information about the business.
We are a boutique, high-performance, custom home design and build company in the Canadian Rockies. That's what we do. We build typically second homes for recreational properties and whatnot, and permanent residence for people that want to move to the mountains and experience that sort of that mountain lifestyle.
Thanks for giving us a little background there. Let's talk about the sales success actually that you've had this year. So again, how would you explain it? And you don't have to give dollar amounts or whatever, but just kind of tell us, describe what you achieved this year that you're proud of, and maybe a little bit about how you got there.
I would say the single biggest reason for the success around the sales is not necessarily in the numbers so much as in the vetting of the projects that we've taken on. In actual numbers, our sales revenue have gone down, but our profit went up. So it became more about sort of vetting out good projects. Also, not just that, but also tightening up our systems on the company side. So, we've been on quite a growth trajectory over the last 5 years. And with that sort of growth comes some growing pains, and which also in turn led us to the Contractor Coach for some additional coaching and assistance with that process. But it really came down to fine-tuning our processes and really sort of focusing on not just taking every bit of work, but taking on the valuable work that we really wanted to take on, and sort of vet out our projects a little bit more. Yeah.
So you've got some more work to do, it sounds like, with your business in terms of getting it to shaping it and getting it to where you want it to be from a systems and processes perspective.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we are. I've heard this before, but we are a 20-year startup in some regards. We're really good at what we do, and in terms of the building and the performance of the buildings and client care and those types of things. And what our company really was lacking was the business systems behind all of that to help move that smoothly through the building side of things. We're the classic technicians suffering from entrepreneurial seizures, as somebody smarter than I said a long time ago.
Is that Cathy?
Quite likely.
Tom knows me only too well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I know, Cathy, that's where you have come or playing a major part is in everything from the branding and to the incorporating those values and systems and processes throughout the company.
Yeah, and in terms of the sales aspect, I think especially, this year, it was such a challenging year with COVID. Did anyone with any business think that they were going to survive? And so what happened, we were fortunate enough that our industry was really not impacted for a very long period of time at the beginning of the pandemic. But we were really heeding a lot of your advice, which was we really, as you like to say, one of your many Thomisms is when the rubber hits the road, we had to apply that to sales. And so I think a lot that happened in that process was, okay, this thing is hit. We don't know what's going to happen, but we are going to tighten up how we do sales and whatever that meant. At the time, we were having people pulling their projects, and some of our projects that were one of our big projects that was ongoing, they were going to pull. And so Stephen and our top sales guy, they pulled out all the stops, and we took your advice, which was respond quickly. What inquiries, get strategies in place, respond. And it saved the big project because we were on it. And Stephen convinced our client that it was in their best interest to modify and proceed. And we did exactly the same thing, the same response time. Quick turnaround, respond to all sales calls, all inquiries, quickly. And it not only, I mean, when Stephen talks about our revenue being down and our sales up, I think we both feel that we took that mindset and we churned it out through the company, and people were starting to adopt it, so that we were getting tighter. Things were getting tighter. Sales was getting tighter. The way we were talking, the style of communication, it was just almost infectious, really. And you know, as you say, we have a lot of work to do. We're just at the beginning. Well, we're farther along than the beginning, I think. I mean, we've had a massive mindset shift within ourselves, between each other, and in the company, and out into our employees. But I do think that it's the Contractors coach. I know it's the Contractors coach and Tom's coaching specifically, that it's always in the back of our mind, you know, on this. And I believe that it wasn't just the project that was ongoing, but it was all the subsequent calls. And because we were getting better and more confident about it, we actually picked and chose the projects that will now next year look like we have significantly more revenue, of course, because we applied that same philosophy. And I think we're all, the three of us in this sort of sales team are pretty happy with, we're booked out for this coming year. Like, we're beyond actually booked out. So we have to go on a bit of a hiring, not frenzy, but we have to go on
That's the next system to work on.
That's the next system.
Onboarding.
Absolutely.
We're talking into 22 and 23. You know, so this, maybe the numbers were down, but our profit is up, and the guarantee of the business is definitely up.
Yeah,
because we have more, the security of the business, because we have more business that we're assured of. So.
Great. Congratulations. That's great. And you know what, to me, it also says it's the bottom line is what does matter most. You know, the fact that you were able to get to that bottom line more efficiently, let's say, you know, through less sales volume, but still get that kind of level of profitability is really what everybody should be focusing on. So, and the fact, and that you've got so much booked out in front of you as well, so that all your sales efforts, and you've got a lot of work out in front of you. Now it's about staffing up to get to that work, to get through it all. So it's a wonderful place. I've enjoyed watching this all develop and participating with you in that. And so I just want to, again, congratulate the both of you and your company and all the people that work in your company for what you achieved this year. So congratulations once again for earning the Grand Slam Sales Growth Award for 2020.
Okay. Well, thank you once again. And thanks, Tom and the Contractor coach.
Oh, yeah.
We can do without you.
Thank you.
There you go.